what the film composition is from the infrared spectra. If you look at the handout, three of the most commonly used food wrap films are polyethylene, polyvinylidene chloride, and polyvinyl chloride. And so based upon the spectra, we'll see if we can identify the material for which a couple commercial food wraps are made, or from which a couple commercial food wraps are made. So we have Glad wrap, we have Reynolds wrap, and these should be made from two different films, and we'll see if we can identify which film is which. The other thing we're going to do is look at the spectra of soy oil and then a partially hydrogenated soy oil. Now, of course, the FDA has banned the use of partially hydrogenated fats here in the United States because of the presence of trans fatty acids, but that's not necessarily the case everywhere in the world. So in some countries, they can still use these partially hydrogenated fats and oils. So we need a way for identifying the presence of trans fatty acids, which would indicate that a product contained a partially hydrogenated oil. So we're going to look at the spectra of a soy oil, just a regular soy oil, and then we're going to look at the spectrum of a partially hydrogenated soy oil and see if we can identify differences in the spectra that would allow us to detect the presence of trans fats. And if you look at the handout, specifically, there's one particular absorption band that's involved with the CH bending motion that is unique to fatty acids in the trans conformation. And so we'll see if we can identify differences in the spectra between the soy oil and the partially hydrogenated soy oil using that specific absorption band. Okay, I should mention on your lab write-up this week, it'll be a little bit different since this is kind of a demonstration. What you'll do this week is just discuss the spectra of the different samples, how we identify what each spectrum is, and answer the questions that are asked in the handout. So you don't have to do the standard introduction and principles, etc. Just basically discuss the four spectra, and I will post those up on Canvas. Discuss the spectra of the two films and the two oils, the important features of each, and then answer the questions that are asked at the handout, and that will constitute your report for this week. So for this week only, your lab report will be a little bit different than okay, if you want to come on over, we'll look at the instrument.